So Nikki's in, and right, the money's coming together. The same type of money that is in that 400 and giving the standing ovation. Think about that for a second. Everything she has done with TikTok, with coming after us with unrestricted warfare, declaring a people's war, with what he's done to the Lao Beijing, what he's done to the Uyghurs, the concentration camps, all of it. Everything we know now that you can't hide from. And they give him a standing ovation. This shows you what Lenin said it. The capitalists are going to sell us, are going to sell the communists the rope to hang them. They are totally amoral. And let me go back in time. When President Trump, on the third week of January of 2017, there were two speeches given within 72 hours of each other. One was she went to Davos, and she laid out the same vision he laid out yesterday, a little bit with that opening we had with Biden, but more importantly last night, that it is a world without nations, except for China. They're the railhead. You have a network. That's this One Belt, One Road, and it's all supply of raw materials and component parts back to China as the manufacturing head, and then back out at a very low price all the way to Europe. It's a network it's a system of networks, not countries. And Davos Man, and remember, Davos Man is media, it's hedge funds, it's asset managers, it's money managers, it's McKinsey, Goldman Sachs, all the investment bankers, all the commercial bankers, all the consultants, Booz Allen, McKinsey, all of them, and they're all in one business. That's the information business. They're inside the velvet rope, and you're not, because they have more information. They have more information and knowledge. And at the end of that, you know what they did? They gave him a standing ovation. And Trump, 72 hours later, gave American Carnage speech and said, "Hey, the reason this thing is the reason this country is where it is because the elites in this country have sold it out." And back then, what President Trump fought against is the managed decline of our nation, as epitomized by the Clintons, the managed decline of our nation. What you see now is the absolute free fall of our nation. And the elites have a strategy called the Thucydides trap, where the declining power, the declining power, which is the power, the declining power and the rising power, the declining power makes accommodations so there's not a global conflict. And it makes accommodations around its values so it avoids a conflict. That's what's going on here. Let me repeat. The 400 most prominent business leaders in the United States of America that get our protection, our military, right? The underwriting of your tax dollars and use your pensions, gave the most murderous dictator since the direct heir to Mao Zedong, the most murderous dictator since Mussolini and Tojo and Adolf Hitler, a standing O last night. I want you to embrace that. They're the enemy.